We're kind of starting everything over here on YouTube, and I thought I would just kind of reintroduce myself. A little summary. Hello, my name is Darlene. I have been happily married for over 25 years, and for the majority of those years, we were a military couple, family. My husband has since retired, went back to school, and we are living the civilian life. It is one of those lifestyles that not everybody gets to experience. It was rewarding, it was challenging, there was ups and downs. I wouldn't change it for anything because all of those years definitely made us the people, the couple, and the family that we are today. During these years, we've been blessed with two absolutely amazing children. Our oldest, she has left the nest. She's all done her schooling and everything. She's out in the real adult world and all of that, maneuvering it and doing great. And our son lives at home. And when he was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with autism. He is nonverbal. He is all done with the school system. And now we're kind of like maneuvering the adult world and all of the, whatever happens with all of that. And, when we moved into this house, we also got our first family dog, a beagle named Charlie. And he was with us for many years, and then we decided to add another little addition to our family, a little Shih Tzu puppy, and we named him Linus. And then a few years later, we rescued a beagle that was about 6 years old, and his name is Hunter. Since then, after almost 15 years, we had to say goodbye to Charlie. It was one of the hardest things we ever had to do. He was an absolutely amazing pet, especially being a military wife, mom, all of those things. He was with me for so many different times. We kind of had this understanding too, though, when Dad and the kids were home, he wanted to be with them. And I was busy doing all the other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, Charlie, I know. But, it was always him and I whenever it was like, everybody was gone to bed, or, if the kids were at school and, hubby was gone here and there. And, the day that we had to say goodbye to him, I truly believe he took a piece of my heart with him. Just the impact he had on our family, how much he has missed. And that is what you're going to see on my channel. You're going to see me and the pups. They are my little shadows. They're always close with me, and they are definitely big supervisors in the kitchen. Hunter a little bit more than Linus, but you will definitely be seeing them throughout the videos. Now, over the years, I got my education. I took a nursing assistant. I took, office administration. I really wanted to kind of have like a job or a career in the administrative side of healthcare, and that never really came to anything because, being married to a military member, having two children, and then once we had the autism diagnosis, there was lots of therapies and all of that, and it was really important for the children to have a constant and just make sure that, I was there to kind of manage everything. And, over the years, it was very fulfilling. I enjoyed it. And then, stumbling into YouTube. And, when I turned 40, I definitely had kind of like that midlife crisis, like, what did I do with my life? And, I didn't have a career, I didn't do this, I stayed at home with my children, and, I was kind of questioning, like, what was my purpose and all of that kind of stuff. Now that I'm turning the big 50 this year, I have a different thought process on that, because I think for a lot of the years, people would say, well, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I'm a military wife, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and have a child with autism and all of that kind of stuff. And I think that's the biggest thing that I kind of learned in these past 10 years is that I did do something with my life. I've created a home, I've created a family, I've raised children, and tried to maneuver all of that, giving my husband the support and all of that to further in his career. And, when I turned 40, I thought about, going back to school and getting my education. I looked into it and just the dynamics of all of that, and restarting everything. I still had a lot of responsibilities with everything in the home, and especially with our son, and just always still being there for everybody in the family. But now as I'm turning 50, I'm just trying to like figure out what is the next phase of life. And, especially after talking with my daughter, the direction or stuff, and what I feel like I can do on YouTube here, she completely got it, my husband and all of that. And I just feel like it's time for kind of a fresh start, kind of sharing my journey of what happens when the kids get older, and being a stay-at-home mom, homemaker, military wife, and all of the roles that I had over the years have definitely changed. And there's also another big change in my life. My parents, my dad has passed away, and my mom is still here. We've always been very, very close, and the past couple of years have been very, very hard. My mom has dementia, and there was definitely some struggles in trying to figure out that whole, new phase of life. And, she lives somewhere where she's doing absolutely amazing social activities, all sorts of exercises, and like keeping her mind going and adapting to who the new person she is. And that way, I don't have the responsibility of, cleaning and medications and doing all of this and that. We see each other very often, and, we get to enjoy our time together with all of that extra stress. We're very blessed to have that, but my mom and my son are still such a big part of my day, making sure that their needs are being met, making sure that everything is on top for them, and then I kind of maneuver everything else. And I think it's just kind of time for me to start my own kind of phase of life, focusing a little bit more on my journey as a woman. And I think it's really important for myself as I grow and, figure life out, my kind of new role. I feel like everybody in my family has kind of gotten into their next phase of life, like my husband, my children, even my mom. And I feel like, where do I fit into all of this? And I feel a lot of you can probably relate. And if you can't, I think you might actually, get a different perspective of a woman that stayed home and raised their family and, turned a house into a home and all of that. So I just feel like it's time for a fresh start. So here we go. As a family, we've lived in 3 different houses, and this is the home that the children really know as growing up. Like, our daughter, like, this is home for her. And over the past couple of years, we finally kind of taken this house and made it like our own and put the touches on. So everything was brown. We updated everything with a more neutral color, went with a gray sectional, and I use pillows and blankets and colors as kind of my accent. So for March, I decided to go with green. So I got some new green pillows. I have blankets for the dogs' beds. Hunter sleeps in this bed, and then he also sleeps in the little donut. I changed them up. It was really hard to find green and all the same color, but Linus sleeps on the chaise here. Hunter does too, but we're trying to keep him in his beds, and he loves the new blankets. So we just keep the pillows there, and it's working for us. This bench, we ended up getting it at Canadian Tire. We actually use it for extra seating, and it's really handy. We have baskets in there, and it has actually become one of my favorite areas to decorate. I put a blanket over here for a pop of color. I have a gray pillow that came with the couch, and then I think over the years too, with decorating, with hubby being away for every holiday for Christmas, I always tried to kind of do it kid friendly, that they could touch it, be involved with it. So I do a lot of like plush things, and I don't know, it's just the way that I decorate. These are some new additions, but they definitely go with how I like to decorate my home. And then over here, I did a lot of like country decorating over the years, like magazines and different stores. So that little bunny that I've had for a while, but then this little bunny ballerina, I thought she'd be the perfect addition. The gnome coaster is there year round. This is a hutch we bought at IKEA. It fits perfectly for all of our extra dishes. It kind of works for us, but I kind of use the top a little bit as a mantle. So I got a new table runner this year with the green just at Walmart. Home Sweet Home, got it at Winners, the greeneries from the dollar store. These little bunnies I've had for years, but they're part of the children. And then this here is just something I'm getting more into, is the tiered trays. The bunnies are from Dollarama. Same with the greenery and the carrots. Our son actually painted the eggs, and he was picking them up and touching them. So it's just, I'm trying to figure things out. And then for our table, I have gotten into tablecloths. I love it. So this is a new one I bought this year. And then we just use the fabric placemats. It just works for us. But I just really enjoy seeing all of the different tablecloths, trying to get colors to kind of go with the decor and everything. And I find that's kind of more of the functional decorating, with blankets and pillows and little pops of color, but then having special trinkets for the holidays. The house is decorated, everything is ready to go for Easter with that side of it. And on Wednesday morning, I do a little bit of a brain dump every day, but today was an Easter prep one. And I thought I would share it with you. So my plan is everybody's going to have fresh bedding for Easter weekend. And then I wash the shower curtain, the liner. I do the upstairs bathroom. I'm kind of figuring out what days to do everything. I'm going to do a meal plan. I already have my Walmart pickup and everything order booked just to make sure I had the time that I wanted. Then I'll go through the produce and, you know, check out the sales and all of that. Same with the baking. I was hoping to get it done before Easter, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do it when the kids are home and really enjoy, you know, all of that when they were little and grabbing cookies and making plates. And then what I usually do is I vacuum everything in the house top to bottom, do the floors, and then the downstairs bathroom gets a full cleanup because our daughter has a cat now and she has a litter box that goes in there. And then next week we're going to keep it really simple and easy with pulling from the freezer and pantry. So for our bedroom, I have been looking for something for spring and summer, and I found all of this at Winners over like a few weeks. So I got the comforter quilt and sham set, and then I found the sheet set. Then I got some kind of pillows to go with it. I think it looks really nice. I like the yellow and the green. It works for spring and summer. Then I had found this blanket, and I didn't even realize it had green on it, just to kind of make it look really pretty. And then, of course, there's a blanket at the foot of the bed. Usually Linus lays on that when he's watching me doing everything. And then it's also nice if you want to have a little rest during the day, just to kind of pull it up and cover yourself up. I also wanted to share with you a little bit of decorating that is still up there all these years later, because everybody had a sign over their bed, and the popular one was always "Kiss Me Goodnight," which didn't work because my husband was in the military. And then the other one was "All Because Two People Fell in Love." But when I saw "Grow Old With Me, The Best Is Yet to Be," I thought it was just so fitting, because I really do feel that the older we get, the longer we're married with our family and everything, I really do find that years are getting better. And I know that's not the same for everybody. I do feel very blessed in my life. It is now Thursday morning, and this week I got kind of a treat. I went and I got deli meat, lettuce, bread. I've been making sandwiches, and the boys are making sure I don't mess anything up. Look how sweet they are. But anyways, my supervisors. And I've also been making one for myself too. So some dips, some cucumbers, a sandwich. I'm going to pack a yogurt for hubby. And I really want to make sure that I'm having something for lunch, especially this day. It's really, really busy. So anyways, the sandwiches and everything is made. I'm going to go finish off our morning routine. And there's our living room. I think, you know, I love the simplicity of everything. You know, just because there's a table or a shelf or a wall doesn't mean something has to be there. I do find less is more right now. So I'm going to take our son. I'm home now. I just wanted to update you with the Easter prep. So our bedding has been done. Our daughter's bed, I stripped it and everything because she was home at Christmas and I want it to be fresh for her. We've seen her since then, but she just hasn't been home. We'll do our son's bed on Friday. The shower curtain, I took it off and everything after our morning, and it's actually in the washing machine. And then I'm going to do the upstairs bathroom and everything today, Thursday. And then last night I did like the meal plan. I'll talk more about that whenever I share the groceries with you. My Walmart pickup order is all finalized, and then also the produce sale. So there's like strawberry and pineapple. And then this is stuff that I wanted to bake before, but you know what? I'm going to do it when the kids are home and all of that. So I had some sprinkles and I was looking for some spring cookies, the mini egg cookies. I'm actually just going to go ahead and do chocolate chip cookies and then throw in those micro mini eggs. And this is the cake mix cookies. I'll actually link it down below. It's a Pioneer Woman recipe, and you actually use a white cake mix, and I have that in my pantry. I had the sprinkles. There they are here. And I'm going to give those a try, just see if they're any good. And then the marshmallow squares, that's the ones with like the peanut butter and the butterscotch, and then you use the multicolored marshmallows. So I'll link that down below. It's the all recipes. I don't add the coconut or walnuts. I don't even like these squares, but everybody else does. And I thought it'd be really nice with Easter. And there was some other things I wanted to make, but I didn't have the time this month or this week to do ahead, and that's okay. And then I have the Pillsbury cookies, and then I'm going to vacuum everything, clean the floors, and then do the downstairs bathroom. Our daughter's cat comes with her, so that's where we put the litter box and everything. And then next week, like I said, I don't have to worry about dinners. We're going to pull from the freezer and pantry and whatever is left. So that is what I'm trying to get done today. And it really doesn't take me too long, but it's always good to kind of have a game plan. And that's what we are working with right now. Quick peek at the fridge. I got a green tea lemonade at Starbucks yesterday, no cane sugar. So I didn't drink it all. I actually put it in the fridge. I'm going to finish it off this morning. Yogurt, raspberries, there's my lunch for today. I'm super excited about that. Eggs, milk, and everything I've been kind of picking up here and there. The ham I got last week because everything was on sale. Lettuce. I got peppers last week too. So I'm going to use some for spaghetti sauce this weekend. And then the other ones I'm going to freeze. And then I have more produce. This is our cheese drawer, and then these Pillsbury cookies I picked up at Costco. The turkey bacon's from Costco, and then I picked up bacon that was on sale, and then pepperoni. So I kind of have like, you know, a good stock of everything. And then last week I also picked up potatoes, onions, and carrots because they were on sale. I do need to get some pop, so that's part of my Walmart pickup order. Everybody likes to have some beverages, so we're gonna do that. And then there is the protein drinks. I have cottage cheese, and I actually picked up this cold foam French vanilla. I thought it'd be interesting to try. I haven't tried it yet, so my daughter and I are going to give it a try and see if it's any good. I'm kind of excited about it. And then I'm going to bring in some vanilla Fairlife protein drinks too, and then that might be nice to give a try with the cold foam. So that is what's going on. So I have a little bit of time because I got to get going. I have a nail appointment, which I'm really excited about. So what I do for bathrooms is I get a paper towel. I don't use paper towel very often, but I like to use it for my bathrooms. I just take my Windex and my, you know, toilet cleaner and all that kind of stuff. I just spray, use the paper towel, and then I'm just going to do the floors and everything really quickly. Look at how cute they are. They think they came out at the same time. Linus will follow me everywhere, and Hunter will just kind of say, okay, you're not doing anything exciting. It's not related to food. I am going to go take a sleep. So anyways, I'm just so thankful to have them in the house with me whenever I'm all alone. So the downstairs bathroom is done. And this is kind of like Miss Maggie's like safe place. So we put her litter box, her bed, and everything goes in here. When she needs quiet time or the dogs and everybody's kind of like overstimulated, she goes in here, shuts the door, and everybody kind of has a nap. And that's kind of like our new routine now that, you know, she has a pet, she's growing up and all that kind of stuff too. And I always put flannel in the downstairs bathroom because it's my husband's favorite scent, because it reminds him of his grandfather's cologne. So that's one of the little things I like to do for my husband. And our son, he has to have this video case in the bathroom. It's just part of being in an autism family. If you get it, you get it. And if you don't, now I'm sharing it with you. So everything is clean and ready to go. And this will be a very busy place on Easter weekend, but that's just how it rolls, having a kitty cat, and then this is the only bathroom on the main floor. So I am very thankful to have all of this done. So anyways, I'm going to my nail appointment after I wash my hands really good, and I'll check back with the groceries. Here is everything I got. I also got some pop and chips, and I got milk and orange juice and some laundry stuff and all of that. But I just wanted to kind of share with you, you know, my setup. I put all the baking stuff here in a bowl. So there's the mini eggs, the micro mini eggs, the regular mini eggs, the marshmallows, and the sprinkles. I've let go of having like a perfect counter with nothing on it. So I got the dogs. Hunter's going to have a turkey dinner. Linus is going to have New York strip loin wet food, and there's my nails. I went with a yellow. It's a little bit more yellow than I wanted, but I do like it. I did get some Danishes to have for breakfast. I normally don't buy these. I've been trying to make more from scratch, but there's only so much time. I got strawberries, raspberries. My husband and my daughter love this cream cheese style dip. I wanted to make hot crust buns. I've never made it before, and now is not the time to start that. That is one of my future goals for next year. I picked up the pineapple. Walmart picked out my bananas. I probably would have got them a little bit more yellow, but that's okay. Most people, like, we're not even probably going to eat them. I'm probably going to end up making bananas muffins with them. But for breakfast, I like to do like a continental style for like the weekend. You get up, you make your own breakfast. There's eggs, there's cottage cheese, there's yogurt, there's protein drinks. Have what you want. And then on Sunday, I make the brunch. That is what I do now. I don't cook every meal for everybody. Everybody kind of does their own thing. Just put your dishes in the sink. I will rinse them and load the dishwasher and do all of that. And then for lunch, we're just doing snacky, kind of charcuterie lunch, dip, cucumbers. That's what we like. Our daughter likes this garlic hummus, just some salami. I got some macaroni salad. I also picked up some pita crackers. There's stuff in the fridge to make, you know, eggs or grilled cheese and sandwiches. And then I'm in charge of dinner. Friday night, we always get fish and chips. Saturday night, I'm going to make my mom's spaghetti sauce. And then Sunday night, I will make Easter dinner. And that's just kind of how it works for our family. I find that works really well because I'm not stuck in the kitchen all of the time. There's not a lot of work. This is what everybody likes. And I try and keep it pretty basic now, just to keep it really simple. And I just kind of keep things where everybody can find it. So it's not like, Mom, where's this? So I did get our daughter the blonde coffee. That's what she likes. We have the flavored coffee in there, a little coffee setup. And then this is the coffee that my husband and I like. And then I just keep everything here so everybody can have what they want. And then the blonde will get drinking anyways. I still have some homemade stuff, but I just want to keep it really simple, and I just went ahead and treated us to the danishes. Next year, I hope I have a lot of new recipes that I can make more from scratch, and that's one of my future goals, and the hot crust buns. And then over here, it's, you know, I'm keeping everything. I will cut up the pineapple, and then everything else is here as people need it. I don't have a lot, like I think I just have fish crackers, so I'm just going to keep everything out, and then everybody can help themselves. And I just feel like that's the way it works for me. So we have, you know, there's lots of cheese in the fridge. We always have lots of cheese. So that's the setup here. And then we'll just kind of take a little glimpse at the fridge again. So I kind of, you know, the yogurt, I got this at Costco and I really like it. It's thick. It has a little bit of a higher fat, but I actually find it's very filling. And there's fruit at the bottom. It's a different texture. Our son actually really likes it. Raspberries, strawberries. I put all the lunch stuff to the side here, but I am actually going to move the fruit dip. I don't usually have all of this stuff here, so I kind of thought it was nice to put it in the side. I will use one green pepper and red pepper for the spaghetti sauce, and then I'll break the other ones up. But I'm glad that I picked up all the big stuff last week, like the ham, the potatoes, the carrots, and the onions. They were all like on for 94 cents. And then I have all of the other stuff in my drawer. So I'm very happy with the system that I have. I find it works really well for us. And even when our daughter got home, she's like, Mom, the fridge isn't stocked as much as it usually is. And I said, it is full. I said, it's everything that we need for the weekend. I'm not really overbuying anymore. This is just the stuff that I like to have in my refrigerator most of the time. So anyways, my nail appointment's done. I have my groceries and everything picked up, my nails. I like the color it's growing on me. So I'm actually going to set the timer for 20 minutes and I'm going to eat my lunch. Of course, the boys are going to help me with the cucumbers. And there's one last diet A&W root beer and I'm going to enjoy that. And that's kind of like my little treat. So a 20-minute break and then I'm going to get back and finish all the vacuuming and the floors. But now I need to re-energize. I was vacuuming and Linus was a couple of steps up and I just wanted to share, and then I got my camera and he ran up to the top of the stairs. But I am never alone whenever I am doing my chores. Linus is always with me. So anyways, our 4th placemat has been added to the table. It's a little bit wrinkled. It was kind of shoved in the drawer, but feels good. I thrifted these. They're just so great. Throw them, wash them, and I put them back and it kind of saves the tablecloth. And I hope you enjoyed this little peek, kind of preparing for Easter weekend as the kids get older, moving to different phases of our lives. Before, I wanted to serve breakfast, lunch, dinner, make everything feel really special. We'll do the baking this weekend. And I think that's the biggest thing now is I want to be in the moment. Like, I'm not filming any of this. I'm, want to be with my family, and especially with my mom. Like right now, I want to sit, like usually we get like old TV shows. I was thinking about like Lawrence Welk and the Easter Bonnets. At Christmas time, we watched the Johnny Cash Christmas special and she loved it. And that's really kind of what our focus is now in life. The house is in order. Fridge is stocked. The meal plan and everything's ready to go. It's time to put the camera and the tripod away so I can enjoy Easter weekend with my family. And I think, like reflection and looking back over things over the years, just, as a person, as a couple, as a family and all that kind of stuff. And just even looking back at YouTube, how I've done it, how other people have done it. And, I've taken cues from people here and there, those that have kept doing it and how they're maneuvering the changing world and everything, that used to share a lot of their family and all of that. And I think, I think a lot of us, in the past, going back, there's probably things we would have done or changed, with family and all that kind of stuff. And I think just looking back now where everybody is in life, like everybody's doing good, like, we're excited about Easter weekend, everybody's doing great, and that I'm just trying to kind of figure my little place out in here. And I think that's the biggest thing for me is I want to do this because I enjoy it. I feel like it's catching up with friends and all of that too when I see comments, and a lot of you that have followed me throughout the years, some of you that message me privately because, we have a lot of similar things going on in our lives, or you feel a connection. But even those of you that are at a different phase of life and sometimes a little bit more mature than me have given me a lot of tips and guidance over the years in comments because, not everybody in my life has gone through certain things and can give me that feedback and all of that. And especially even with my mom, where she is in her phase of life, like there's things I miss about that. And I'm just trying to do the best that I can, but I always want to feel like there's a sincerity to this, that it's stuff that I really enjoy. And the one thing I will laugh about that I am going to change up, just to let you know, is my husband. Because when I'm cooking dinner and filming, like I am in the midst of like, I got to get dinner at the, on the table at this time. Like our son, like he's done really good with changing, but I'm like, okay, dinner's ready, and he's waiting. And then my husband's like, do you got the shot yet? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed my boys, get them their dinner, and then I will keep my plate to kind of give you the shot of what the dinner and everything looks like so they can eat their dinner warm. And as always, Mom usually is always the last one to sit down and eat, and it's a little bit cold. I always remember that scene from A Christmas Story, and you know, Ralphie and the dad and the brother, like the boys would ask for something, and you know, Ralphie had said in like the voiceover, you know, Mom never had a hot dinner over all of these years. So to share with you the shot and what I made for dinner, I will sacrifice having a little bit of a cooler dinner to eat. So I'm excited about this kind of fresh start that will be happening in August, in April. Give me a little bit of wiggle room and time, and it's really as I have stuff to share, that's when there will be videos up. Even this one here, I've done so many different perspectives of it. I've filmed this and I've done that, but as I've taken time to reflect, find my proper words, I think this is like the proper kind of video to close off the old peek inside and move forward to the new. So I'm super excited about seeing you all in the month of April. As always, thank you for your compassion, your understanding, everything that you've done over the past couple of years and months as I've been struggling to figure everything out. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing day. Take care, and we will talk to you soon. When? I can't say, but it will be in the month of April, so I will talk to you then.